podcast. This is episode, I think, 37, 38, somewhere in there. And my name is Sharon Graff, and I'm the owner of The Modern Skein, which is a yarn store here in Montgomery, Texas. It's been a while since I podcasted. I meant to podcast last week, but then we had a lot of yarn deliveries and a lot of craziness going on at the shop, and every time I would get here early, I would have forgotten the microphone, or I'd have everything, but I didn't get here early enough. So life happens. Anyway, it makes for a fun-filled episode for you guys because there's lots of finished objects, as you can see here. There's lots of new yarn to show you. So buckle up, grab something to snack on, or a fun beverage, or coffee, or whatever, and get your knitting and just hang out. So we're going to start off with finished objects because this gorgeous thing is finished. So this is the Soldotna crop by Caitlin Hunter. I'll bring it in there. You can see it is stunning. So this is a DK weight sweater. I knit mine per her sample, so with the amount of repeats and everything that her sample had, which gives you a right at least for me, right at the belly button, mid waist, true waist, I suppose, cropped top or shorter top. You can, and in the pattern, this section here is just a repeat, and so for this length you repeat it 5 times. She said if you want it longer, repeat it more. If you want it shorter, repeat it less. And then you finish off with your ribbing in this little decorative bit here. So you can easily make this a full length or even a tunic length sweater. Same with the arms. So with the sample, it was once you've separated for your sleeves, all your sleeve basically is a ribbing cuff, and that's it. You can easily just knit plain, your main color, and then do the ribbing, add some decreases if you want a decreased sleeve. Very easy to modify this pattern. Because literally all you have to add on if you want to modify it is sleeves, which you just pick up your number of stitches like she says, and then rather than doing ribbing, you just knit your sleeve and try it on and add decreases every 10 rows or however you see fit, or no decreases if you want a looser sleeve. There's lots of options. You can see on Ravelry and Instagram, there's several ladies who have knit, I'll say, not a cropped, but a full-size sweater. So full length or hip length with either long or 3/4 length sleeves, and they are stunningly gorgeous just as well. Mine, I went ahead and did the, hold on a second. Let me make sure my sound does not go away. Whoa. Okay. Ah! Now you get to see a finger. Okay. Wow. Why is it doing that? There we go. That's better. Okay. Where was I? Y'all can't tell me. I was talking about this. You can see different modifications on Ravelry. So the pattern is Soldotna by Caitlin Hunter, and it's 4 colors. The colors I chose was this teal. I don't know if it's really reading teal on here, but this is teal, and this is Okanami by QING Fibers. This it's showing up very green, but it's more like a gold green kind of color. Background color is Ballard by Suburban Stitcher. This whitish kind of cream, it's speckled with bits of reds and teals, browns and greens, is Pine by Hedgehog Fibers, and then this color that right in here, and then the background color in here, and this green here is Ferrum by Hedgehog Fibers. This is all DK. I have, I think, all of the colors available in stock except for Ballard by Suburban Stitcher that you can order from her website or get later when we start carrying her yarn, which that will be coming soon, FYI. Let's see. We also have, we're getting in a lot more DK in the next couple months, so stay tuned if you're looking for sweater quantities of DK. The Sweater Knit Along and several other designers all of a sudden using DK kind of drained our DK supply a little bit, but we do have sweater quantities in some colors available in some of the brands, but don't worry, more is coming. So that is the Soldotna Crop by Caitlin Hunter, and that I finished up. No, I cast that on after the last podcast. I think I finished this one. Now it is cropped, and it's only, here's the cool thing, even up to I think the medium or maybe even the large size, you still only need one skein of each color, which is really cool. So it's four color, 4 skein up to a certain size. And then I think the only one that you would need more of is your main color, which this green you might think is your main color. It's not. It's this teal color that is considered your main color. This teal background is color 2, FYI. Okay, so then on to, well, I showed this as a finished object before, but I haven't worn it on the podcast. This is my Nordiska, and you can see here also a kind of crop top sweater, but this is Nordiska by Caitlin Hunter, and the yarn I used here is not a yarn I carry. This is yarn I got on my trip to Scotland, and it is actually a sport weight Digilpin Lala wool, and in just 3 colors, her green, her beige, and cream, that I picked up in Scotland. So this was also a fun sweater to knit. Similar kind of idea with having not a super long, but you can easily, once you've split for the sleeves, she has you knit, it's like 1 or 2 inches before starting your color work. If you want it longer, just knit it longer. Back to Soldotna. I made the second smallest size, so can't remember, I think she does extra small, small, medium sizing, so if that's the case I would have done the small. Same with the Nordiska. I did not do the smallest, I did the second from smallest. So I have, you know, quite a bit of ease. I don't have the 15 inches of positive ease, but I probably have a solid 8 to 10 on the Nordiska. On the Soldotna, I do not. I have maybe about 4 inches of positive ease, which I really like that amount. It's forgiving, it's very friendly, but it also is not like you're wrapped up in a giant toga. So anyway, moving on. So works in progress. I have my Norderny sweater, and I've made decent progress on it. I have completed the body. There we go. I've completed the body. You can see, ooh, it's blown out, but you can see the pattern. And so the body is done, and now I am on to the sleeve. So the sleeve is getting there. It is full-length sleeves, and I will make it full-length sleeves because I do plan on taking this to Alaska for our trip in June. I also plan on taking this sweater to Alaska because on the day where it's warmer, this is nice with your little 3/4 length sleeves. And I love V-necks, so. And that's the nice thing about Norderny too. Norderny is a pattern by Isabel Kramer, It has more of a, it's hard to see here, but it's a large scoop neck. So if you don't like the really uptight necks like a Soldotna or some of the other sweaters, Norderney is a great one. And the pattern on Norderney is quite easy. Even if you've never done cabling or anything like that before, it's a very simple cable and it's a very simple textured pattern. So if you're maybe wanting to dabble in some cable or texture knitting, you've knit a sweater before but maybe it was just a plain sweater, this would be a nice sweater option for you to knit. The yarn that I'm using for this is the Nightshades by Harrisville Designs in the colorway 1257, which is the black with brown. However, I'm also seeing some like navy blue colors in here, which is really pretty because y'all know me, I love navy blue. Okay, then I'm still plugging along on my turtle dove. I actually got a nice chunk done the other day. You can see now we have a decent amount of body on here. So this is where I separated for the sleeves, and this is how much body I have now. So I've made good progress, which I'm pleased with. I'm still gonna knit, I tried it on the other day, it's too short because I'm not gonna make it tunic length like I did last time, but I want it to not feel like I have to wear a tank top underneath it. And other than that, the fit is great. It's snug, but not negative ease at all. And so I know as this yarn relaxes yet again when I steam it, then I will gain a little bit more positive ease. So, but overall, it's getting close to being done. It probably would have been done had I not cast on this next thing that I have been knitting almost exclusively for the past 2 days. But it's so fun. I want to say 2 days. Cast it on Saturday. So as you may have seen, West Knits, Stephen West came out with his Surrey Symphony shawl on Ravelry, which uses melted baby Surrey and a single background color, fingering weight background color. So I chose Blue Finch by QING Fibers, which is a great taupey brown with bits of blue and gray. Just perfect. And then my 3 baby Surrey colors are Dirt, Night, and Blue Finch again, but in the Surrey. So, let me show you. This is such a cool constructed shawl. Get it spread out on the needles a little bit. Ta-da! So you can see you have nice big yarn over holes, and you have, there's just a little bit of brioche right here, which is very easy. You're just doing some increases and it's only a few rows, so it's not hard at all. Then you've got some like a scallop design, almost feather and fan kind of, and now I just started into the garter stitch section. So there'll be several more sections, but we've used the Dirt Surrey right here, and then this is alternating your fingering weight and your second color of Surrey, and then there's a bubble technique, kind of like on Texture Time or the bubble sweater. It's basically the same stitch, and that's where I'll be using the Night Surrey, which will be a nice bold pop right there. So I've been really loving this knit. Let me show you a picture. That's the shawl. So it's really cool shape, very nice, easy to wear. I'm excited. And it's fun to be working with the Surrey again, because I did the My Chrysalis shawl. Ow. Give myself a paper cut. I did the My Chrysalis shawl with the baby Siri. I'm trying to think. Oh, and then I did the Gateway to Rustic cowl with the Siri for the lining instead of mohair held double, which was really nice. But then that project is only the second time really, or third time working with baby Siri, and second time with QING baby Siri. So, speaking of baby Siri, that concludes all my works in progress. Well, no, it doesn't. I have a bunch more at home, but that's all that I brought with me, and that's all that I'm actively working on at this moment in time. However, I have a ton of new yarn to show you because we received our shipment of QING fibers in. Literally, this table is mounded over with yarn. So, let's get started. I don't even know where to start. Okay, we'll start with one of the new bases we have. So Layla just announced her BFL Aran weight called Lofty. So it's a really nice, very soft for BFL Aran weight yarn. Perfect for quick hats, quick little cowls, things like that. I have 8 colors. We have Bluefinch, which is just a perfect neutral. We have Dark Forest, beautiful forest green. We have, this one's fun. This is Penguin, fun springy colors. We have Rambutan, beautiful reds and blacks and purples and golds. We have Flamingo, fun brights. This is Beeswax, bright yellow with fun fuchsia, lime green, and kind of orangey pops. This one is Shibuya, so kind of more pastel, minty, pinky, with specks of brown. And lastly, for the Aran weight, we have Ophelia. And that's a new color from Layla. Really rich teals, greens with purples. Beautiful color. So that's the BFL Lofty base. We do have that in stock and online in those colors. Again, that is her newest base. Then we got a restock of her merino fingering. So this is the plied fingering weight sock weight yarn. This is 100% superwash merino, so there's no nylon or anything like that added. So we have Caviar, which is this beautiful espresso black brown from the Bedrock collection. We basically restocked all the colors of Bedrock and all the colors of Shangri-La, plus some other colors. So we have Hero back again, that vivid royal blue. This is teal. So it's showing up very blue, but it is a true teal color with dark and light teal. This is Nassau, a very light kind of seafoam green with specks of green. This is Honeycomb. This, the fingering on Honeycomb does have a slight green undertone. The Baby Siri Honeycomb does not, which I'll show you in a minute. This is Brick. It's not quite as vibrant as the computer camera is showing up, but it is just a rich orange color. Kind of like a Gigi Made It orange. That's really, I wonder if she's had this yet, because this is a perfect orange for her. Okay, this is Moss. Again, perfect brownie olivey green. This is Dust. really pale peach, pale rose gold kind of color. My personal favorite, Blue Finch. Then a restock of black hair. This black hair is so rich. Restock of Salt. So Salt has a cream background with navy blue, pinks, and then neon greens and yellow specks. It's kind of hard to see on the camera. It likes to blow out. Restock of Cha Cha, also a very popular color. Restock of Siren. This batch is so beautiful. Restocked in Petrichor. And restocked in Underwater. Then we have some, well, no, this one's also restocked. This is Soft Lemon. Shell Beach from the Shangri-La collection. This is Embers from the Shangri-La. This is Datura from Shangri-La. Very pretty color. Rambutan from Shangri-La. This is Bronx. If you're looking for fluorescent, this is your color for sure, because it glows. Dirt from Shangri-La. Great neutral. And this is Bitter Melon. That is, no, then we have our new colors. Okay. So, new colors, not necessarily new for Layla, but new for us in the store. Some of them are also new for Layla. But this is Snorkeling. So this is a teal version kind of underwater. It's super beautiful. Rich teals and all sorts of specks. It reminds me of the snorkeling in the Caribbean. Hence the name Snorkeling. Although I didn't name it. This is a beautiful color. Requiem. If you love moody purples, this is the color for you. This is Hummingbird. Beautiful soft pink with baby blue and yellows and oranges and purples and green speckles. Oh, this was a restock of Annie. Perfect. This is Brick is definitely a brighter orange. This to me is the color of bricks, so you get that rusty color. This is Juniper. Beautiful soft kind of mint and olivey green with speckles of teal. This is Ophelia on the fingering. Gorgeous colors. This is Ibiza Breeze. Pairs great with snorkeling. It's a lot of white, but then it has speckles of royal blue. It has chunks of teal, speckles of orange and yellow and green. It's really pretty. This is a new color, Sky Blue. So it's a true sky blue color. Not purpley, not tealy. It's very pretty. And really soft, kind of chocolate speckles. This is Smoke. So pretty. Soft gray. Foxglove. It is just this bright. It is one of those super bright colors. This is Faraja. Super bright cherry tomato not cherry. I would call this a tomato red. Frost, pale lilac-y purple with fun bright speckles. This is Jump Kick. So you have corals and fuchsias and purples all together. And then this is Night. Beautiful black, almost black navy with the little pops of the white. And that is all the fingering. So now we get to go into the baby Siri. So we have just tons of colors. Let's start here. So this is Caviar, Bluefinch. This is Bitter Melon. This one's so pretty. This is Datura, so you can see the difference. It's definitely more teal and pink. This is more green with just a little bit of pink. This one also has purples. This is Rambutan. Fun red. Nassau, so your teal with little bits of green. Moss. This is Beeswax. Beeswax is different from Embers. You can see Embers has teal and Beeswax does not have any teal in it whatsoever. This is Bronx. Dust, beautiful peach. Brick, again that Gigi made it orange. Sky Blue. Ophelia, much softer on the Suri. You'll notice that almost any color is going to be softer on the Suri. It's really pretty. This is Rosemary. Champagne. Hero. Yeah, my camera's like, whoa. This is Elderwood. Honeycomb. Love this color. Snorkeling. Black Hair. Can't reach it all. Saracen. So this is like a peach with greens and golds. Shell Beach. Petrichor. And this is Barefoot. We have Dirt. Juniper. Salt. Oh, no, this is Juniper. This is Siren. So you can see the difference. Cha-Cha. Cave. Night. So pretty. Did I get this one? Ibiza Breeze. I think that's the last one. Whew. So that is all the new colors of Qing Fibre that we got in. We got in a ton of them. Let's see. So there's lots of patterns that you can use with the with the Melted Baby Siri. There's things like the My Chrysalis Shawl. There's Seriously Holy. There's Suri Symphony by Stephen West. There's several patterns by Stephen West. Several patterns by Layla. Well, yes, actually, Layla of Qing Fibers has a couple patterns. She has this really cute little baby jacket pattern on Ravelry. And then I believe there's a cowl as well that she's done. Grace that works in our shop here, she has done the birthday cake cowl in the baby sari instead of the called for yarn, and it turned out super cute. Basically, just about any pattern that's going to call for a heavy fingering, sport, even up to DK weight yarn that you want to be fuzzy and textured. You're not going to see textured stitches very well. You're not going to see, you'll see some lacy bits, yarn overs and things like that, but it's going to be obscured because the yarn is in fact fuzzy. You could totally use baby sari as an accent or as a striping. We have one of our customers is doing the Kelia shawl, but she used baby sari as her color 2 rather than a second fingering color, so it has a really nice fuzzy texture to the shawl. There are several sweaters that are using baby sari either in yokes for the accents or as an all over. If you see a pattern that calls for mohair held double, you can easily swap out 2 strands of mohair or holding mohair double for 1 strand of baby sari, because baby sari is quite a bit thicker than mohair and it's a lot easier to work with actually. So mohair can be really sticky, really slippery, just kind of fiddly to work with, whereas this actually knits up very easy. You would think it would be just as difficult, but it's, in my opinion, easier to work with than mohair. It knits up just like regular yarn, but gives you a really cool, fun, fuzzy texture. What else? So things happening in the store. August 27th is local yarn store day. So stay tuned for, I won't say stay tuned, just come on local yarn store day if you can, or go frequent your local yarn store. So the whole point of local yarn store day is for you to get out and show your patronage to your local yarn store or stores. So if you have several in your area, I would recommend doing a little mini tour and popping by and saying hi. Just show your support for your local yarn store. Of course, we would love to see you guys come here to the Modern Skein. We will have some exclusive colors and some new things, some new kits, specifically for your local yarn store day, and hopefully, fingers crossed, the weather will be good and it will be a great day to knit outside on the patio that's next door to us. That's the Bean Punk patio, so grab a cup of coffee over there and just hang out and knit outside celebrating local yarn store day, or if the weather's not so great, come and sit inside around the table and on the couch and hang out. We'll also have a trunk show by Lisa Urban, who is a painter and yarn artist. So she does hand-dyed yarns, hand paints yarns, and then also does beautiful paintings and prints of yarn-inspired portraits, and then dyes yarn to match the paintings, which is really cool. So be sure and come by and say hi to her. She's out of the Bryan College Station area. Let's see what else. Then in May, we're going to have a trunk show the whole month of May, so stay tuned for our Instagram and Facebook for updates and our newsletter on who that is, because I will start announcing next week, or next few weeks, who we're having for the month of May. Then June, we will be exhibiting at the Houston Fibre Fest. So if you're attending Houston Fibre Fest, be sure and come by and say hi. That will be very fun. We'll be featuring a lot of Red Stag fiber, a lot of QING fiber, and also Suburban Stitcher, Diane, her yarn as well. Stay tuned. We're going to have a lot of new things coming in. Kind of, it seems like it goes in batches. Like, I feel like we had kind of a lull after our anniversary, but now, orders are starting to get ready and getting notifications that they're getting shipped and things like that. So, and hopefully some of our needle back orders will start coming in soon so we can get restocked on needles that everyone's needing. So stay tuned, and we hope to see you in the shop very soon. All of our details will be scrolling at the end of this podcast. So thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.